Learn from Israel. That's why when people are like, oh, Israel, the worst. Learn. In-group preference. In-group preference, guys. Figure out who your people are, your nation, and support each other in hard times. People are like, well, you turned on Alex Jones. Alex Jones turned on me when I was at the fire. When I was demonetized, he made sure that I had no rope to grab onto, and he did it intentionally. And when I texted him before I did anything publicly, he just said, well, we can talk. No, I have no tolerance for these people. And that's why these white pride guys have to face reality. White people are terrible at all this stuff. Yeah, higher IQs on average, higher trust societies, better at preserving, better at homesteading. Yeah, of course. Look at South Africa. How are the black people gonna farm? They're not. It's gonna be like Zimbabwe. They're all gonna die again. When I'm saying these things, I'm not saying we're all the same and equal and no, but I'm just not saying we're better, because we're not. We suck at a lot of stuff. We're physically slower. We are more likely to cuck. We are more likely to take. We're more likely to cower at the face of any name or social ostracism, because in winter climates, genetically or culturally, I don't know, I'm not a scientist, I don't care, I just know that this is true. If we're called a name like racist, bigot, homophobe, anti-Semite, we just shut down like robots. If you call Snoop Dogg a racist, bigot, homophobe, do you think he shuts down? Oh yeah, blacks can't swim, whites can swim, that's a good point. But it's like, how on earth do people say that whites are better when they keep losing? When they keep being like, and don't go on the offensive, don't have that overreaction, don't get in that clinical sciencey like, we are superior, so we must take out all these people and take their lands. That's what I was warning about before. And when people are like, that doesn't happen, that's all in your mind. You're reacting to the media's depiction of average, normal people being that. I'm talking about Charles Darwin and a bunch of old school English eugenicists that did that to Ireland. That was one of many examples. And the worst are, Central Asian tribes do that all the time. I just think people need to wake up to reality. It's like learn from Snoop Dogg's backing of Farrakhan. That was brilliant. That I literally was like, that's exactly what you have to do every time. Like if someone came after Vox Day, I would fight that immediately, and whatever they did, I would not participate at all. I did that with Vox. I did that with Crowder. When I first did Crowder, I was still repped at CAA. They told me I should not go on Crowder. He's a right-wing, racist, bigot, homophobe. I've been practicing this my entire life. When someone says, illogically, I've known this is a weakness in white people my whole life. I've never not known this, because people have done this to my mom and me when I was a kid. My mom stood up for people that were unjustly fired, and white people all just went, meow. It's like, I've known this my whole life. White people are absolutely terrible at dealing with social shame. They shut down as if they just got shot with a bullet. Farrakhan is the devil. Okay, well, you'll lose to the devil then if you don't understand that how they operate is... Farrakhan is not the devil. He's a human being. I disagree with his religion. I disagree with his racial politics. I disagree with almost everything he thinks. But I think that his truth to lie ratio is way, way better than a lot of these neocons, these centrists, these fence-sitting whites. So they're some of the worst people I've ever known. They're so greedy, and all they want to do is fill up their oil and money reserves for the next winter. It's pathological. Where is your balls? How do you not support your own? The fact Steven Crowder and Alex Jones sat silently while I was getting demonetized when I had never said one word against them at all, even though I knew they had already betrayed me, kind of. It's pathological losing. And I used to think that they were getting paid to lose. I mean, in the big scale, they are. They're being enticed by money by people that think they're pathetic, that they're selling out their own people for money. Do you know the oligarchs respect people like me way more than people like Alex Jones and Steven Crowder? They consider them idiots. For lollipops and fancy pants, they sell out their own friends and family and people. What man would respect that man? None.